My response, I heard this before. I heard this. Tio said he was gonna do a lot of things to me. He said he was gonna knock me out. It sounds good, but Ryan Garcia got to understand one thing that's very important. I'm not Devin Haney.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not Devin Haney.
How are you different than Devin Haney?
With all due respect to Devin Haney, he got his game, but my game is at a higher level. My defense is way better. I could stand there in front of guys and defend myself, and I don't think Devin Haney has the type of defense I got. That
I totally agree with you on that.
Everything got to work well in the business. Everything got to make sense. Yeah. Because before the fight, I heard them saying they'll fight me at 144, and then after the fight, I'm here at 147. And I'm not going up to 147 no time soon. 147 will, like I just told you, I think that will be my last weight class that I'm in.
Shakur Stevenson isn't backing down. He's drawing a hard line in the sand. He shuts down Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, and Ryan Garcia, staring straight at the fear inside their camps and refusing to hand them the fight on their terms.
Gervonta Davis scared?
Hey man, like I said, I don't speak on that dude.
Is Ryan Garcia scared?
He been saying my name lately. Let's see if he really stick with it.
Is Devin Haney scared?
We'll see. We'll see.
For decades, the boxing world has been waiting for the showdown everyone swears could shake the sport to its core. Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson. Yet the moment keeps slipping further away, stretching on and music on. Now Shakur fires back with a cold dose of truth, laying out why he believes Davis will never step through those ropes. He's shared the ring with him before. He's felt that power up close. And in his mind, Davis is afraid. And deep down, he knows it.
How come Gervonta Davis didn't fight Shakur Stevenson? How come these cats? Do you find, how do you answer that question for those of us who look at you and say, where are these fights at? How come they're not fighting it?
My answer to that question is I had a lot of personal experience with these guys, and these guys done seen me in the gym, and they done been in the ring with me before, so they know how good I am. And when they know that I'm that good, it's hard to get them to sign a contract to say, I want to fight that guy, because you see what happened with Tio. Like, Tio got in there, got embarrassed, and now the world is turning their back on him, but they should commend him because of the fact that he put it all on the line.
As the world leans in, waiting on Shakur Stevenson's next move, he delivers a message that couldn't be clearer to anyone even thinking about sharing that ring. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, even Gervonta Davis. He's not bending, not negotiating on their terms, making it known they can cry in the corner if they want, because he's doing this his way. Music. Stevenson points to the way they've kept shifting the rules to fit themselves, then calmly draws the line and reveals exactly where his own plan stands.
Yeah, I believe him because I don't even think he was asked about me. I think he, you probably right though, but I think he.
I thought he was. I was trying to think about it.
I think he been saying my name the whole week. Like, he kept like, I want to fight Shakur. I want to fight Shakur. He wasn't saying nobody else's name like he was saying my name. So to me, I think he's serious. I think he do want to fight, but I just think that everything got to work well in the business. Everything got to make sense. Yeah. Because before the fight, I heard them saying they'll fight me at 144, and then after the fight, I'm here at 147, and I'm not going up to 147 no time soon. 147 will, like I just told you, I think that will be my last weight class that I'm in. I don't think that at 28 years old right now, I'm just going up to 140.
Meanwhile, the boxing world is buzzing as the spotlight drifts from Gervonta Davis to Ryan Garcia, fresh off his title win over Mario Barrios. Shakur Stevenson leaves no room for doubt. Any fight that happens won't unfold on somebody else's terms. He studies Garcia's readiness and resolve, making it known he'll only step through those ropes at 140 pounds. Music. The division is chosen. Anything beyond that line, Stevenson simply isn't entertaining.
Honestly, I don't see neither happening at 147 pounds unless it's under the rehydration rules that I said. So, if not, I don't see that happening right now. Now, in the future, as I grow more and get more settled, maybe so. But as of right now, nah, I don't see it happening at that weight class. Now, Ryan Garcia, he said 144. If he's willing to do that, I'm willing to make the fight happen. But Ryan sounds more realistic, because he's being he's ready to move around.
Now the question echoing through the boxing world: who truly left the bigger mark? Shakur Stevenson against Teofimo Lopez, or Ryan Garcia against Mario Barrios. In a sit-down with Shawn Porter, Gary Russell delivers a take that instantly sets fans arguing. He says that even with Shakur's dominant showing against Lopez, something about it didn't feel special to him. Dropping Lopez with little more than a steady jab and no body shots, he believes, doesn't make it unforgettable. But Shawn Porter sees it differently.
Question is, which shutout was better? The Shakur Stevenson shutout over Teofimo Lopez or the Ryan Garcia shutout over Mario Barrios?
Well, Ryan's was more spectacular because he dropped him and hurt him multiple times, but Shakur's came against a higher level opponent.
Yeah.
You know?
There you go. And to be honest with you, and it's no shot at Shakur, but I honestly don't feel as though he did anything special in that fight. I feel as though all he did was control the distance and range, and he won the fight with a jab.
I don't give a damn what
He did it. He did it. So
I disagree with that.
So listen
to me. Listen.
Did he throw? He threw no body shots.
No, he did.
Hooks. No,
he did.
No nothing. He won that fight. With
I disabled you from doing any and everything that you might be able to do.
That's true.
To make me, to force me to do anything. That's
true.
sexy.
Not just with a jab though.
It's
It's sexy when you start mixing that shit in.
Yeah, that's true.
He did it with just a.
Riding the wave of Ryan Garcia's momentum, Gary Russell doesn't sugarcoat a thing. With whispers of a rematch against Devin Haney hanging in the air, he says if it happens, Garcia would hurt him all over again, and this time without restraint. Gary feels that same storm would follow Shakur Stevenson, too. No matter how sharp or strong Stevenson might be, Ryan wouldn't blink, wouldn't hesitate. He'd let his hands go with the kind of power meant to truly leave damage behind.
My initial thoughts was, even if they fought again, I felt like Ryan would beat him again. That was my initial thoughts. Ryan, he didn't respect Davis' his power, or none of that. He didn't respect that. Ryan had the ability to hurt him. I believe, just like what you mentioned with Shakur, Ryan won't respect Shakur's power. And he does have the ability to hurt Shakur. The difference is, I think Shakur...
Can he hit him?
That's going to be the issue. How you attack and when you attack. That's going to be the...
As Ryan Garcia makes it clear he wants Shakur Stevenson, Max Kellerman leans in with admiration, saying, Garcia has revived the electricity of the Sugar Ray Leonard era for this generation. He applauds him for stepping forward when others hesitated, for calling out Gervonta Davis and meeting him head-on when few felt ready or brave enough. In Kellerman's eyes, Garcia is fearless and magnetic, a fighter unafraid to test himself against the very best, keeping boxing's heartbeat strong with his daring and undeniable talent.
Look at your next fight. What do you want it to be?
You know who I want. He's right there, Shakur Stevenson. Let's go. The thing is, like, you got to have some type of punching power to get me off you, because it'll be a different style, and I'm not going to hit him light. Nah. Every time I get, I'm putting it on him, you know?
He's a money guy.
Yes,
the
he
reason
is.
he's a money guy is because he got more than 10 million social media followers. And when the money guy is like, I want that smoke with everyone.
Very impressive.
What you get is the Sugar Ray Leonard era, where everyone got the fights because everyone wanted to fight him. Ryan Garcia, I credit him partly with ushering in this era, or maybe helping Turkey Al-Sheikh usher in the era, where people are fighting each other.
Right.
He was the one who made that Tank Davis fight happen when Tank wasn't fighting anybody. He was the one who said, let's make a big event. He lost it, but that's what happens when you fight the best. Sometimes you lose.
While Shakur Stevenson brushes aside talk of facing Gervonta Davis, the boxing world can't stop arguing about who would truly prevail. Roy Jones Jr. steps into the conversation, pointing to Shakur's skill, his discipline, and the evolution he showed after the battle with Teofimo Lopez, saying those qualities make him the favorite. But Jones pauses on one detail that changes the entire picture: Tank's raw, unforgiving power. For all of Shakur's technical brilliance, one perfectly timed shot from Davis could flip the night in an instant, turning this clash into one of the most compelling matchups in recent boxing history.
Shakur wins it because of his discipline, because he showed against Teofimo that he can stay very disciplined all night. And he's the type of guy, he don't really do a lot of crazy stuff in his life normally. So it's like discipline is a thing that is not only exercised inside the ring, it's exercised also outside the ring. And as we see, sometimes Gervonta has problems with discipline, but we have never seen Shakur had problems with discipline. We've seen him be more disciplined at the right times than we've seen him not have discipline. So with the fight being like it is right now, I would lean towards Shakur because of his discipline, but don't get it twisted. If somebody could beat him, Tank Davis would be that person because of his intention.
Talking through the potential showdown, Roy Jones Jr. makes it clear just how dangerous Gervonta Davis becomes when he's locked in at his absolute best. He explains that if Davis clears away the noise outside the ropes and holds onto his focus, discipline, and sharpness, he turns into a real threat for anyone standing across from him. Plenty of people lean toward Tank because of that raw, fight-ending power. Yet Jones still sides with Shakur Stevenson as the man most likely to prevail. Still, he offers a warning. If Davis unveils something unexpected on fight night, the entire script could flip, and suddenly the outcome wouldn't feel certain at all.
When Tank is disciplined and got his mind on right, Tank's a problem for anybody. Tank can fight better than most people think he can. It's just that sometimes his outside antics get the better of him, and it makes people think less of him, but don't underestimate Tank Davis. If Tank is motivated and ready to fight, Tank is a problem for him.
While Shakur Stevenson has spelled out exactly how he plans to face his next challenger, he hasn't held back throwing jabs at Ryan Garcia, accusing him of leaning on steroids. Stevenson insists he wants Garcia on his terms, furious that the conditions are being set before they even step in the ring. Garcia strikes back, insisting he's been tested and is clean. Stevenson fires back with finality. If this fight happens, it will be at 140 pounds. His division, his rules, his way. As the world shifts its gaze toward a possible clash between Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson at 140 pounds, the tension couldn't be thicker. Terence Crawford steps in with his take, claiming Stevenson would take control, forcing Garcia to feel the full weight of the danger he's walking into. Crawford argues that if Stevenson could face someone even stronger and deadlier, like Teofimo Lopez, there's little doubt that Ryan wouldn't hold a candle in comparison. Renowned trainer Robert Garcia adds his voice, pointing out that while Shakur Stevenson is a master of skill and technique, there's no denying Ryan Garcia packs more power and hits harder than anyone else. He calls for a showdown between two fighters who bring equal skill and knockout force. In his eyes, this is the fight the world deserves, a clash where raw power meets precision, giving fans a strategic, edge-of-your-seat battle far more electrifying than what we saw with Teofimo Lopez.
How do you think the fight will go with Ryan and Shakur?
Interesting. Shakur's talented, technical. I think Ryan's probably faster, bro. And look, man, I could take that back. Maybe they're probably the same when it comes to fast. But I know Ryan has a lot more power. Ryan hits a lot harder than Shakur. So right there, any punch.
Devin Haney all over again?
Could be. Never know. I don't know, but you can't count Shakur because Shakur's talented. That's talented. But it's still an interesting fight. I would like.
Offering his take on how Ryan Garcia could topple Shakur Stevenson, Robert Garcia says Ryan would have to press Stevenson relentlessly, possibly hunting for a knockout. Playing it safe, he warns, won't be enough. But if Ryan steps in ready to finish the fight, that's his only real shot. He points out that Ryan has both the power and the instinct to put Stevenson down. And when this clash finally hits the ring, Garcia believes it's Ryan who would emerge victorious.
If Ryan were to fight him and it became concrete, What would he need to do to win that fight?
Just press and try to win by knockout. Because I don't think he'll win a decision, but try to win by knockout. And he has the power to knock him out.
What do you think Shakur needs to do if he had a chance?
Just fight the way he fights, smart. Keep him on the outside. Just use the long jab and counter punch and speed. Don't try to get in there and exchange, because if he tries to exchange, he'll get hurt and get knocked out.
If you could pick who wins that fight, who wins that fight? If you had to choose.
I can't go against Ryan anymore, so I'll pick Ryan. Plus, he's from Southern California.
The boxing world is electric as Ryan Garcia declares he wants to face Shakur Stevenson at 140 pounds. Some, like Robert Garcia, see Ryan's raw power as a real knockout threat, while others, including Keishan Davis, argue Stevenson would outbox him with ease. With Terence Crawford highlighting the danger, Max Kellerman applauding Garcia's fearlessness, and Stevenson, music, laying down strict rules, this showdown promises a battle of skill, strength, and strategy that fans won't be able to look away from.
Shakur gonna outbox him so easy. Me and Shakur, we the two best in boxing. We just gonna keep showing that.
What about you and Ryan at some point?
Me and Ryan at some point, Shakur gonna handle that first, and I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come behind.
Meanwhile, Teofimo Lopez's performance against Shakur Stevenson left plenty to be desired. Roy Jones Jr. suggests that a potential clash with Devin Haney could test Shakur even more. Richardson Hitchens adds that while Stevenson might not dominate Haney like he did Lopez, Haney would still be capable in the ring. In the end, Roy predicts Stevenson would take a decision victory, even playfully teasing Haney for dodging the fight despite having the chance to prove himself.
Gonna beat him. Devin don't really want that.
Will it be that dominant though, like the way it was with Tio?
Nah, it wouldn't be that dominant.
No, it'll be a lot closer.
I don't know if it'll be a lot closer, but I mean, when I say a lot closer, like I don't know, Devin wouldn't get picked apart like how Tio did.
Yeah.
Shakur will probably still pull out an obvious decision, but I don't think Devin will get picked apart the way Tio did.
Yeah, definitely. And then you want to get a fight with Devin as well. Any message you out for Devin?
I keep calling that man name, man. They say I'm clout chasing. At first, when I was calling his name, he was saying, go get a belt. I get a belt, I'm calling his name. I'm clout chasing, I'm on his dick, I'm this and that. Devin's a pussy. If Devin want to fight, they can send me a contract. I'm ready to come up to 147 after this fight. I'm tired of 140 anyway.
As the boxing world wonders who Shakur Stevenson will face next, Raymond Muratalla steps forward with no hesitation. He boldly declares, I'm not Teofimo. Calling Stevenson out for a fight at 135 or 140 pounds, Muratalla promises to bring something entirely unexpected into the ring. His words radiate both confidence and determination, signaling that he plans to challenge Stevenson in ways few fighters ever have. He's shaping this potential clash into one of the most intriguing and eagerly awaited matchups in recent boxing history.
I think my style is a lot different than Teo's. And it's going to be one of those things, man, where it would be hard to tell you how. It's just one of those situations where we just got to fight, and I just have to show you. You know what I mean? But as far as that, yeah, I think my style is just different. You just wouldn't it would just be like unexpected. Like you wouldn't expect like anything from it. It'll be different.
Shakur Stevenson's defense has drawn widespread acclaim, with many likening his skills to legends like Pernell Whitaker and Floyd Mayweather after his masterful performance against Teofimo Lopez. Yet Muratalla believes he possesses the tools to challenge that elite guard. He insists that with perfect timing, clever strategy, and precise execution, he can push Stevenson in ways few ever have. That's what makes the potential matchup one of the most fascinating and unpredictable bouts the boxing world has witnessed in recent memory.
I mean, he does have good defense, but I got good timing and I know when to punch, and yeah, I think that's gonna play a huge factor.
The boxing world is electric with speculation as Shakur Stevenson, Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, and Raymond Muratalla make their moves. Who will rise? Who might falter? The tension is building, and anything can happen. Share your thoughts below. Who do you see taking the crown? And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to catch every prediction, reaction, and potential showdown in this thrilling boxing saga.